Hey guys, how's it going? I am recording this for the Dark Conservatarian as a guest spot on his show Strike Force. This is going to be covering the article Why Complaining About Owning the Means of Production is Stupid by beinglibertarian.com. For those who may watch my show S-Man Live on my main channel, they might have seen this website pop up before on my show. I do take some of their claims with a grain of salt and others are factually and historically accurate. So when I saw this article, I knew it was going to be a good one, as I spar with a lot of socialists and communists, and generally they bring up the same old talking point of the workers should own the means of production and other annoying, unoriginal commie talking points that honestly are not that impressive or worthwhile entertaining. The first paragraph of this article sums up my pain when I deal with communists and socialists, since they act like life is intended to be fair, like it's supposed to be fair. It's not. It's unrealistic and a pipe dream. And they tie everything bad to capitalism and act as if that if we just change one thing, then society improves a ton, which is absolutely laughable. The second paragraph points out the stupidity of Marxists and overall the far left. Hashtag not all, by pointing out that worker ownership of the means of production is already a thing happening in the United States, as an example. No need for an easily defeatable revolution, that these people have no explanation as to how that'd be pulled off. And the third paragraph is where the examples are cited, and the problems that they still blame capitalism for won't go away just because of workers owning the means of production. And they also assume that the workers are going to do the right thing and stop those problems. I find it rather interesting that the far left likes to speak for workers as if they can read all of their minds. Just to be honest. The next paragraph mentions how it is entirely within the workers' grasp to own the means of production, and how it's called a corporation, by the way, but you can call it a partnership if you want. You can demand everyone has equal pay, and you can even select one of you to run the operation. That's what we call a CEO. Someone has to oversee things to make sure that the will of the people is carried out. You might also want to have someone keep track of the money to make sure no one is stealing and everything is accounted for. We call that a CFO. You might also decide that a CEO can't do it all by himself, and you might want managers. Now, when I read this paragraph, it was a little confusing, but I read it through and it actually made some sense. I've spoken to leftists quite a bit in the last 6 months. One of them said that they would, if they could, use money to buy out these corporations to give it to the workers, but they sound like crony capitalists if they do so. And then the final paragraph sums up basically the stupidity of Marxism, socialism, and communism, and how it's doomed to fail from the start. And honestly, I had to give this article, if I could leave a vote on it, I would give this article a 10 out of 10, in all honesty. And that's basically what I had to say about that article. I really liked reading it and thinking about it, and there was a few points I never imagined would be made about the subject in general that the author brought up. This video might seem short, but it would be better to be short and sweet rather than me reading the entire article. It's linked in the description if you guys want to read it in full for yourself. So thank you, DarkCon, for having me on your channel, and I hope to see y'all next time. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to support what I do on here, my PayPal link is in the description. Shout out to my PayPal donator, Teglin, who was kind enough to donate to me so I could get a new microphone, tripod, and invest in other equipment for the future. So like, share, subscribe, follow me on Twitter @SManSpeaks to get notified of my other editorials and videos like this.